What is up, guys? Northside here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay. I had a nice week. So as I promised, this will be my DPS build for endgame for level 80 content and only level 80 content and lair of the Mage. I will show you the stats, the boons, the companions, and maybe some rotation. Doesn't really matter. I have only 2 variants. I just want to answer a question that if I'm going to make a loadout for level 70 content, I'm going to tell you straight up now, I'm not making any bullshit loadout for their bullshit hard caps, you know. So you can forget about that. I'm sorry, guys, I just don't want to waste my time. So we're just going to straight jump to the tune. Okay, so what you can see here on the right side are my stats idle. I am buffed with Watermelon Sorbet. That's is giving 10,000 over 10,000 power. I really highly suggest to use this. That's 10% over 10% extra more damage, and I am using actually Wildstone Elixir for 140% critical severity. Okay. Now to gain these stats, this is a lot of power. You know, it's a lot of power and it's a lot of combat advantage. So the new stats for lair of the Mage caps that you need to reach is they're being raised for 2,000. So we had 66,000 for armor pen, now it's 68,000 for armor penetration, 68,000 for accuracy, 108,000 for combat advantage, and I think 63,000 for critical strike. I am way overcapped. Doesn't matter. The gear provides, the companion provides, the augment provides. So let's start. I'm going to tell you about the enchantments. All offensive enchantments are radiant enchantments. I'm not using Tenebrous enchant. I can't justify it yet, and that's it for me personally. This build is what I will be using, and you know, at endgame. So keep that in mind. All defense enchantments are radiance, 4 extra HP. Since the boons are not working for HP, sadly, as many things in the game, but I'm not gonna even go there. So, alright, let's start. The helmet piece on the left side, Salad of the Spy Guild, 5% damage in the undermountain. It's automatically BIS. I tried many more, but for the undermountain, this is best in slot. There are other helmets, I think they're giving 5% damage. However, the better versions are actually not giving 5% damage, so keep that in mind. Okay, so everything is reinforced on the left side with power kits, +1 power kits with 880 extra power, and that is pretty cool. This is armor from the Master Expedition. You can see it's giving 1.5k power. It's reducing defense 2.5k. Doesn't matter, my defense is very high, and I think I don't even need that much defense, but doesn't really matter. So you can get this from Master Expedition. Defense Law Radiance, like I said, I'm not going to repeat myself. Blood Death for solo playing and goofing around if I'm alone. Bark Shield when I'm in a party for a dungeon, for Mage. So the bracers are giving extra power. These are Protige one. You can use this one, or you can use maybe Crash Guards. There you can get 1,000 power for each player, 250 power for each player in your team. Check out the ratings, check out what you need. If you're lacking anything, which I highly doubt you will, you know, I'm not using Fearbringers. I will show you now, because simply the power just drops because the combined rating is much lower, and I can't justify using it, as I can't justify using Kuno the Bear. I just lost 4k power. And if I switch to Heels of Fury for that 3% more deaths, 178k power, so effectively I lost what, 6,000 power, which is 6% damage, and each of these pieces are giving 3% damage for melee powers and whatnot. So which is why I'm using this. So I was asked why I'm not using old gear, but this is why I'm not using. And yeah, okay, so let's see, main hand, off hand, alabaster set, radiance inside, whirlpool inside. I have very high base crit save, as I said, 140%. Whirlpool is still best, sadly, and it is how it is. About artifact modification, enhanced sure strike for 10% more damage. On the sword knot, combat advantage. I switched that so I can have 108,000 for the Mad Mage. You do want that combat advantage. You don't have to push it like I just did, but you know, I like to play with numbers. Not like Reiner, not like you, buddy. But this is my shit. I like to do this. So you can use whatever you want. I mean, I would use usually power, but for the purpose of the video, this is it. This is for Mad Mage. So as I said one more time, combat advantage, critical severity, 10% extra. Yeah. Now boots are giving 1.5k. These are successor boots. These boots can be restored. Doesn't matter. This drop from the Mad Mage. As I said, utilities dark 15 for companion influence, and brute advantage on these boots. You can get other boots, of course, with different bonuses. The one boots is giving 250 power for each enemy engaged, whatnot. But this is static, 1.5k when you're 25 or closer to the target, and that's it. I don't need anything else. So this is the left side. The right side, I'm not using the Demogorgon set simply because I would have to give up one of these artifacts, and I don't want to give up my Wyvern Venom coated knives, as this artifact is giving me 12% more damage, and they're doing less damage, the enemies, to me, to anybody 12% less. So let's continue. So this is part of the set, electric collar. It's part of the set, electric defense. When you use a daily power, you will take 5% less damage. You will do 5% more damage to enemies for 10 seconds. Fine by me, 5%. And this set is from Lair of the Mad Mage, I think. The rings you can actually use if you have a +4 and +5 Shadow Stalker. It doesn't matter, you won't lose anything. Let me show you. If I switch to Shadow Stalker here, I didn't lose anything. Nothing special. I did lose a little bit combat advantage, but this is 2% more damage. Effectively, you could use that. However, I'm using Raid Ring, so you know, to gain these numbers I have now. You can use pretty much combine rings. What you have, old rings, new rings, doesn't matter, as long as you reach the sweet spot of your stats. All radiance, everything on this side, all jewelry is reinforced with major combat advantage kits, so that's very important. About the pants and shirt, these pants are from Expedition, and shirt is also. There are better ones you can get for the seals from the Mad Mage, but the ones you want is this, like this. Whenever you critically strike with your powers, you have a 10% chance to gain 25 action points, and there's a similar shirt that will lower the encounter powers in for 1 second with internal cooldown of 5 seconds, I think. So artifacts are all new. Staff of Flowers, 3k power, crit awareness, Trobian Ring, also from the Mad Mage, 3k power, defense, critical avoidance, Arturian Music Box, a little less power, but 3000 combat advantage, 1.5k armor pen, and I already said this is my main artifact. Venom coated knives, pretty cool, new stuff, and it's pretty cool, you know. I was asked about, somebody asked me, I think Maniac asked me about Tales of Old set. I won't be using that, sorry buddy. And I will test it versus this, but we'll see about that, okay? So, let's switch to powers now. I think I covered everything. Sure Strike, Relentless Slash, you know. So, okay, let me just make something clear. I'm gonna go jump right to the feats. The first feat is totally not important to me. It could be used with Trample the Fallen, which I will show you soon. I just don't like it. And the Relentless Slash with this feat you will gain a 5% chance to grant the effect of Relentless Speed, 6 allowing the user not so fast all the time for those 6 seconds. I don't like it. I just put something inside so it's not, so I can, you know. Mighty Leap is also absolutely crap. I don't like it. I never did, and I never will. The second one is Indomitable Rage. I'm using this one because I kind of used to playing it, and I don't like how Blood Spiller is doing damage to me. I don't care how much damage it is. We're taking a lot of damage from enemies anyway. We don't have lifesteal anymore or whatnot. I just don't feel comfortable with it, and that's why I'm using Indomitable Rage. So, as you know, you can have effectively 300 more magnitude as the range increases, so make sure when you're landing that IBS. The third one is Over Penetration. That's the 10% extra extra damage. For every 500 armor pen, you are over the defense. 68,000. I have, let me see, 74,000, so I'm way over that. And this is why I'm using over penetration. I mean, brutal critical. This is for increasing the rage, doesn't matter. Now we have two options here: unstoppable spin, no thank you, and this is steel slam. For avalanche of steel, I'm using that for AoE. If it's timed right, it can do a nice damage and slow the enemies down. For the added effect. So about the last feat, I'm not using escalating rage because I don't want to be incapacitated for 3 seconds and pay attention to that. So yeah, I'm giving up 5% less damage with relentless battle rage. I just don't want to be everything is stunning me all the time, and it's really annoying. So in terms of class features, I would be using Steel Blitz. I was testing. Thanks, buddy, who you know, one of my subs, I think. He actually suggested to try out the Trample the Fallen. Trample the Fallen, when you use the power with a control effect, your damage is increased by 5% for 10 seconds. Pretty cool. And deal additional 10% damage, also pretty cool to controlled enemies. Would be okay maybe for some mobs. And it also combined with Roar, it will build rage very nice, so you can let that IBS go into battle rage and since it has a stun effect, it will proc Trample the Fallen. Let me show you really quick. Okay, and just activate everything really quick. I do have full combat advantage here, so mind you that. Relentless Slash for some debuff. Build battle rage, land the IBS, go into unstoppable, rinse repeat. It is pretty cool. The Trample the Fallen is active now, so it is giving me that 5% extra damage because I can't stun the dummy, I think. So yeah, there's that. And also what is good is that Roar cooldown is not that long at all, so it could be used very nice. However, I am kind of used to using the hidden daggers combined with Steel Blitz. So basically what I was using is just whenever you can see the rage is feeling really slowly, so Roar can be really cool. Pop this, pop that, pop this, go into rage, frenzy, 600k, 607k. So you know, I was doing some combat tracker testing, and I did more damage with this combination. However, the Roar is pretty good. I would advise you to try it out with Trample the Fallen, of course. There we go. Just try to time. I know the cooldowns are really long, so try to time it. You know, what can you do? Okay. So in combat, effectively with this setup, I think you can get, let me see really quick, 191k power, 107k, 108k combat advantage. So yeah, there we go, 191k. As I said, you could reach 200k power effectively eventually. So about that, these are the boons. I'm just gonna go really fast through them because I still need to cover the companions and mounts. The boons, first row, power, hit points. The boon is not working, but you know, eventually I would like to have it. So 5 in power, 5 in hit points. Again, power, 5 points in hit points and 5 points in movement speed for extra 12.5% movement because we're very slow. Again, 5% third row, 5 points in power, 5 points in combat advantage, 5 points in hit points, and 5 points in companion influence, also very important. This is fourth row, power, 5 points in deflect, doesn't matter, 5 points in hit points. Fourth row or tier 5, 4 points in critical severity and 4 points in recovery speed. And master boon, deadly rage, for common advantage, damage per rank 2% and 4000 damage. Granted, you need to kill an enemy for that. So guild boons are power, defense, so that's about it. And let's see, those are the boons really quick. Here we go again. You can pause the video if you want. Now companions, still the best in slot is Pup. currently for me. Bolster is 15%. Now Pop is giving nice power, nice combat advantage, and other stats. Augment is pretty much best in slot, so it is how it is. They fuck up the non-augmented pets. If they change something, whatever, I'll cover it. 3 times bondings. This is the pearl ring, choke chain, and plated belt from the. When you're leveling, you will get this gear if you pick up all the little magic relics eventually. 5k armor pen, 5k crit, 6 times empower roost on 15 in all the gear. Choke chain, 5k accuracy, 5.2k combat advantage, and this one plated belt, 5.2k defense, 5.2k awareness. Very cool, high combined rating, and that's it. Potency, main enhanced power potency, or you can use eventually potent precision for 4% critical severity, or 2000 power as I'm using here. It's all up to you. My main pets are baby little deep crow for 8000 power. This is minstrel, 4000 power, 2k awareness. This is Ironstone of Might, 2k power, 4k deflection. This is Alpha Comp, little expensive on live now on PC. Power, it's increasing power for 5%, and this is a Laughing Skull, 2k defense, 4k combat advantage. Okay, so this is companion. This is very important. You can just max out the shit out of your companion and be very effective, and the gear will be provided from the expeditions and whatnot. Alright, so the Insignias, I'm using Dominant Force for the mount, 10,000 power, eventually bats form for single target, and maybe Tensor transformation for something else. Doesn't matter, bats form is just proccing my Insignia bonus. So Dominant Force, 10,000 power, and here are the Insignias. I'm using all, wherever I can, I'm using Dominance Insignias. You can see Assassin's Covenant. You can pause the video also. Artificial Persuasion, Gladiator Guile, move faster when stamina is high, regen stamina when is low, Combative Maneuver for combat advantage and damage, and Cavalry Warning. When you activate the mount combat power, you gain 1000 total ratings for 10 seconds. Covenant is decreasing some defensive ratings. I am not paying for brutality in Insignias with power and lighted Insignias with power. Even though I'm overcapped with crit, I'm not overcapped with combat advantage. So, as I said, I could effectively have much more power if I like switch these Insignias off, enlightened ones, you know. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Also Crescent. This is also a skill one. I could use that. I could switch that with one with more power. But these are the mounts. These are the Insignias. I think I covered everything. About the rotation, as I said, clearing the mobs, stack them up, make sure that you activated everything, stack them up, put a debuff, hidden daggers, and just try to hit them. I know it's clumsy, but X-Storm is pretty cool if you hit everything properly, you know. So there you go. There you go. This is it. These are the stats for the Mage. Pretty cool stats. Full combat advantage, full power. This is what I'll be using, as I said. I always say that. I know I always say that, but it's individually what you guys gonna use, you know. As I said, you can try the one with the Trample the Fallen, or I just find Steel Blitz is doing pretty nice damage. While I'm doing the runs and testing. It's pretty cool, you know. For single target, I just switch basically to Frenzy, and that's it. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. You have a nice weekend. Okay, thank you for the support on Elder Scrolls video, and I'll be doing more of those videos, and I will cover Neverwinter when it's needed. And I think I covered everything: tune, gear, powers, boons, companions, mounts. That's about it. This is the end game setup for me. Yep. So have a nice weekend, as I said. Enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. If you have any questions, just hit it in the comment section, and I will provide. Okay. All right, guys. So see you soon. Bye bye.